Sorry about that, Flosstubers. Anyway, I had to do the Spirit of Christmas mystery sampler. And unfortunately, they've asked that we don't share that yet. So anyway, I've got it. Part one. I also found this adorable Lizzie Kate sampler, or not a sampler, Lizzie Kate Think Winter. I probably cross-stitch more Christmas ornaments and Christmas items than anything else historically. I mean, I do some big projects through the year, a couple usually a year. Things I'm changing the way I do things. I'm changing it up a little bit. We're gonna do some. I'm usually a start to finish stitcher. I typically do not have a lot of projects going on at the same time. Start one, finish one, then move to the next. But, I'm just going to change it up a little bit. I think for 2018, I've really been thinking about just stitching from stash. That's going to be really hard. But after the haul that I've gotten, I guess over the past 3 months maybe, there's no possible way that I can stitch all this, in 2018. So, I'm going to do my best to try to see if I can stick with what I've got and stitch from stash. Anyway, I am also thinking about coming up with a rotation. One of the problems that I've run into with the big project I'm working on now, which is the Great Blue Heron, for those of you that follow my Instagram, which is Ladytoothdoc. I started a project. I started this back in over the summer, June or July. And I was stitching it for my mom's birthday present. And I thought for sure I would have it done by her birthday in August. Well, here we are, the middle of September. I'm almost finished. I mean, probably, I would say easily, I thought I was going to have it done by Labor Day weekend, didn't. Then we had the hurricane, and it's just been one thing after another. I haven't gotten it done, but I'm almost there. I've got literally, I'm there. But I got so overwhelmed by it and so burnt out by this. I'm at the point where I'm using the same couple of colors, and I just had to take a break from it. I mean, truthfully, I thought if I do not stop from this, I'm going to make a mess and have to rip it all out. So I put it to the side for a week and picked up some hands-on design. Awesome. I had a little, a little kit that had 4 or 5 little projects in it. And I picked that up, and I have stitched two of the 4 of those already just in a week. I've been taking they're smaller projects that I can actually stitch in hand. So I've been taking them with me in the afternoons when I take my child to art or dance or whatever. And while I'm waiting on him to come out, instead of running home and being back and forth on the road, I just park the car and roll down the window, and I sit there and stitch. It's been wonderful. It's been so relaxing. And I just haven't felt like I've just been chasing him on the road. So anyway, I've never really been one that stitched for seasons other than Christmas. So Priscilla and Chelsea really opened my eyes to using, I guess Vonna too, but mainly Priscilla and Chelsea, for using your cross-stitch projects in other ways than just framing them and hanging them on the wall. Duh. So, I've picked up a couple of things that I want to stitch for the holidays, for Halloween. So I will actually show you the autumn, because most of my stuff's Christmas. So I'm going to show you what I got that's not Christmas related. I have 3 gorgeous Siamese kitties. So I'm a kitty lover. And I saw this today at my L&S, which is in Lexington, South Carolina, an hour away. But I found a way to get my husband and son to go with me, and they dropped me off at the Needler in Lexington. And so I spent about an hour and a half hanging out at the Needler. And I came up with this Country Spirits collection, broom riders. And it's 3 little kitties riding the broom. So, had to have that in honor of my 3 little kitties. Also, I found a Country Cottage Needleworks. Here, kitty kitty. Cute. And it actually does have some little Siamese kitties. So I'm going to change them all to Siamese. Then I found, you know, I love my Plum Street samplers. Babushka's Blossoms. I don't know what about this just called to me. I don't know. It must be Babushka's Bosoms because I love it. Okay. And the last one that I got for autumn, which Lord knows I'm never going to have these ready for this autumn. But anyway, Autumn's Gifts from Plum Street Sampler. And it's got the cute little hair, bunny hair, whatever, down in the corner. So, okay. That takes care of autumn. Now, I think I have a couple other things that I was hoping to do, but, you know, if I get these done, that'll be good. Okay. Excuse me for the close-up. You guys know, this Flosstube video deal, even though this is technically my 4th try of recording, this takes some learning. I mean, there's technique to it. Can you keep looking at the... keep your eyes going to the looking at yourself or looking at the camera. You know, are you gonna show up your nose? Are you gonna whatever? So bear with me, please. You know, I'll get there. Okay, Christmas. Again, probably the biggest project that I do every year is Christmas ornaments, and I usually try to stitch 10 or more. Last year I did a ton of them because I was recovering from one of my knee replacement surgeries. I did a ton of Mill Hill ornaments. Wow, a bunch. And when we get closer to the holidays, I'll pull those out and show them to you. But this year, you know, I've got the new ornament book. I also have a couple of hardback ornament books. And so I'm going to look through and pick out maybe my top 10 favorite and try to get those done. But there were some other projects, and I'm going to call you out if you're the one that turned me on to some of these. Oh, these patterns, God. Okay, I showed you Think Winter. Okay, Plum Street Samplers, a bowl full of Marys, Mary 1. That is adorable. That Santa rocks. I did, just to interject, for Christmas last year, I did the Mirabilia Santa for my mom. That thing is awesome. And I've got pictures of it on my Instagram. I actually have 2 Instagram accounts, and I'm probably just going to end up, you know, combining them as one. I started out thinking that I would separate and have, you know, have a one just for my cross stitch and then one for, you know, our everyday. And I thought, you know, cross stitch is who I am at this point. So I'm really just not gonna try to separate it. So I'll probably just go back to you know, putting everything on but Instagram. But again, my Instagram account is Ladytoothdoc. I'm also on Facebook, and it's Ladytoothdoc on Facebook. But oh my gosh, back to Christmas. Brainstorm at the same time. Okay, Country Cottage Needleworks, Winter Snow. Precious, love it. Love the little border. And, you know, another thing I've learned from you wonderfully talented ladies and gentlemen is taking parts of designs that you like and, you know, and rearranging or only using a part. Who would have ever thought? When I looked at this winter snow, and I'll show it again, you know, I wasn't really sure about the blocked letters, if I like those. And then I had an aha moment, and I thought, well, if I get to that point and I don't like it, I'll just flip the little frilly border around and just put the border around the whole thing and drop the letters all together. So we'll see. I'll let you know how that comes out. Plum Street Samplers, Mary Brew. Gotta love that. Love that one. Okay. And I think you're going to know, for those of you who watch YouTube, Kringle and Woolard. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Priscilla. When I saw you stitching this little booger, oh my gosh. Fell in love with that beard. I said, I gotta have it. So, I've got it. Okay. And I guess the last I got a couple more Christmas ones. 2 more Christmas ones. Okay. Plum Street Samplers again. Hare's Christmas Jingle. I adore this one. It reminds me so much, for some reason, of the Grinch with his little dog. I don't know why that reminded me of it, but I just saw it and laughed. I said, gotta have it. Okay, and my last one for my Christmas haul is Snow for Christmas by With Thy Needle. And love that Santa. Ho, ho, ho. Okay. And I've got 2 more that I'll share with you before I end this initial premiere video. And I can thank Chelsea for this one. I have always considered myself the mean mother, the mean stepmother, the mean step monster, whatever you want to call me. So when I saw Chelsea was doing Lizzie Kate's How to Be a Mean Mother, I said, got to do that one. So that's what that looks like. And if you want to see that actually done, check Priscilla and Chelsea's site out. The last piece of haul that I have to share with you was something I found today. I wasn't really even looking for it. I have been just really interested in finding a sampler to do. And I have a couple of samplers, and I'll share that with you another day. But this, you know, I love history. I love anything to do with the royal family from Henry VIII. I mean, I'm really into, you know, going back to the medieval times and learning about how I was just intrigued by all the ladies' needlework, and you know. Anyway, I have been wanting to do a sampler, and there's so many samplers out there, and I guess this one is technically a sampler. It's Caroline Broomhead and her little friend's pin keep from 1838, Plum Street. Plum Street Antiques. You know, I'm going to call that a sampler. That's a type of sampler, even though it doesn't technically have the ABCs on there. But anyway, that was just called out to me today. I don't know. I went in today, you know, I had kind of a list of things I wanted, and I had ordered some of those online. I didn't get all those today when I was at the needler. I got probably about half of those or more ordered from Down Sunshine Lane. Let me give a shout out to Down Sunshine Lane. I have ordered online a good bit over the last few years, especially when I was unable to get around. Probably the last 3 years, I've had some ambulatory problems getting around with my knees. And during that time, I really learned to do my Christmas shopping and pretty much anything I wanted. I learned to shop online. And so I had been shopping online a little bit for cross stitch. And, you know, you either find companies that are fast or you find some that are slow. And the very first time, I don't even know how I found Down Sunshine Lane, but the very first time I ordered from them, which was probably about 6 months ago, I kid you not, and I'm not, no exaggeration here, the next day, that box was in my mailbox. I don't know how that happened. I truly do not know. I probably ordered it like at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and the next day, that was in my mailbox. Crazy. So I thought, dang, how did that's quicker than I couldn't have even gotten in my car and I could have technically driven to Lexington, but, you know, they probably wouldn't have had what I ordered. I got a bunch of specialty floss, and, you know, sometimes you find that and sometimes you don't. Anyway, I immediately just thought, God. So I've ordered for them a lot. Again, I ordered from them, even though it wasn't overnight this time, 48 hours. 48 hours. I had my order in my mailbox. You can't beat that, people. I mean, you can't beat that. And they really don't charge a lot for shipping. There's another couple of companies I order from, and I'm not going to throw out any names because, you know, there's going to be a time when Down Sunshine Lane doesn't have something I need, and I might have to go order it from another site. You know, I don't know what these companies are set up like, but I can tell you right now, I've not had the same kind of service from any other online ordering. So just keep DownSunshineLane.com in the back of your mind if you don't already do business with them. I hear a lot of people talk about 1-2-3 Stitch. I've not ordered from them. They may be just as good, you know, and I'm sure there'll come a time when I'll probably, you know, give them a try. But I have tried. There's a couple others that I've tried, and, you know, even though, you know, this service is good, but let me back up. There is a company, and I know I'm not going to say this correctly, but it is a company out of the UK, and it's the Greco. I know I'm not probably saying their name right, and I'll correct this, but I ordered 3 large scrapbook kits. Cross-stitch kits. And we'll have a day when we'll pull out the old girl's stash. We'll have a stash hash. But anyway, I ordered them probably 4 o'clock in the morning, but the next business day from the UK. It was in my mailbox, people. I'm not kidding you. My husband thought I had lost my mind and was on drugs. I mean, because I freaked out. I had ordered 3 kits, and a couple of needle minders. Okay. It says very clearly on their site, you know, some of these kits are put together as their orders are made. They're not already pre-kitted up. Maybe the ones I purchased were already pre-kitted, but they tell you very clearly, expect, you know, it could be several weeks before you receive your order. The next business day in my hand. Unbelievable. So that's the only time I've ever had international shipping that been that quick, because I've ordered some things. I had I had some things that I ordered, and it took a lot longer than that. I mean, crazy long, like a couple of months. But anyway, just to kind of give you a shout out, if you ever think you want to order from, and again, I'll get their business card and I'll get it all correct. But I've heard some other people talk about that company, and I think that's how I even found out about them to begin with. And I just can't, give them a better recommendation. The shipping was great. So anyway, okay, giveaway time. All right. I have a free, brand new, unopened copy, 2017 cross-stitch Christmas ornament catalog. If you would like this copy, please just leave me some constructive criticism below, or just leave me a comment below, just telling me that you are interested in having the ornament magazine, and leave me a way to contact you, and I will. Let's see, today is Saturday, so why don't we say this time next Saturday, I'll maybe do an update, and we'll do a selection of announce who wins the magazine. I'll get it mailed to you, so you'll have it in time to do some ornaments for this Christmas. Thank you so much. I appreciate for anyone who has taken the time to watch this video. I don't want to be one of these people that take up your time. I just can tell you, I watch you every single day, every single night. I go to sleep watching or listening and learning from you, every one of you. And I can sit here and name a list, and I'll shout you out. There's so many that I have watched, and once I watch, I end up going back and watching from your very first video. Golly, I can remember when I first learned about Vanna Pfeiffer. Lord, it took me several days to get through all of her Flosstube videos up to date, and then I took another a weekend or two to go through all the tutorials. I mean, it's just like, golly. So you ladies and gentlemen, you just are amazing. What a talented group, and it's so generous, so willing to share your passion, so willing to share your any kind of little tips or tidbits. And again, I want to be one of those. I want to be part of the community that shares. I don't want this to become something that I feel like is an obligation. It's so funny because when those of you who have been regulars take a little tiny break, it's like everyone freaks, because it's like, oh, where is she? Where is he? Where is this video? What's going on? I hope he's okay. I hope she's okay. That's so cool. To listen to all these folks that are getting gifts, or mention that there's something they're looking for, and the next thing they know, they're posting on their video that, somebody saw that they were in looking for a specific pattern, and it was mailed to them. It blows my mind. Blows my mind. So anyway, thank you, Flosstube. I appreciate it. I thank you for welcoming those of us that are newbies into the community. I'm always looking for anyone local who would like to get together and shop, since there's really no local shops, that are closer than an hour away. I mean, it would be great to have somebody to go with. I would love to attend any of the stitching events. I actually have attended a couple of cross-stitch events up in Malden, South Carolina. Give my girls at the Pandas Crossing, Donna, Grace, you ladies, if you're watching, if you ever get to Greenville, South Carolina, look for Pandas Crossing. And they're about 2.5 hours from me. But a couple of times a year, they have a wonderful cross-stitch weekend event, and love to go there. But other than that, I don't have access or knowledge of a lot of other cross-stitch events, and I would love to go. So, if anyone knows of anything that's within driving distance, and heck, I'll fly somewhere, I'd love to go, love to participate. Again, thanks so much. Look forward to sharing with you over the next, hopefully, several years. Who knows? Thanks, Flosstube. Take care.